Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a huge unboxing from Dailypuzzles.com.au. Enjoy the video! Wait up, why is my sound quality so good? Well, first of all, I got a new microphone, so that's really great. But before I start, I just want to show you guys something. In woodwork, I made this, and it looks really cool. It has my name and my logo, and it says here, subscribe to JV Cubes. So shout out to my woodwork teacher. It's shows right now, and yes, thanks to him a lot. So first of all, let's get the smaller things out of the way. So there we have a Yuxin Little Magic Square 1M, a mat, and the two Qiyi M1 and M2 lubes. I'm not going to be opening these things up in the video because I already made a video on that. If you want to see it, then check the card up there. So let's open this thing up. So I got the black version because Yuxin actually released a new version of the Yuxin Little Magic Square 1M. Instead of yellow caps, it's black. So let's do first turns. This actually feels very sandy and a bit sluggish at the moment, but the slice layers feel very fast, of course, as with every Square One should do, because if the slice layer is not fast, then you can't turn very fast. And I'm not the best at Square One, so please don't judge me with my finger tricks and my TPS and all that stuff. This cube overall is pretty great. Of course, it doesn't have that much corner cutting as I showed in my Yuxin Little Magic Square 1M review. So don't expect too much, but I really like the black caps as it's easier to differentiate in not that great lighting, because yellow and white is very light and black here is very dark. So let's get this out the way and let's get this mat. So if I'm not mistaken, this should be the WCA mat that you can use, and it's officially sanctioned by them. So it looks very cool, and I'll get my stack mat right here. I know it's not a G4 stack mat, but it's just the Yuxin. So to demonstrate, I'll just be doing a 2x2 solve. So I got 4.32 seconds. That's pretty good. So let's look at the mat even further. So it's very thick and high quality. It's about, I guess, 3 or 4 millimeter thick, and it has these pods. I don't know what these things are called, and it's supposed to hold the mat and the timer together. So now let's put that out the way and let's open one of the bigger cubes. In this package, there should be a 7x7 and some more lube. So let's open it up using my very good ninja star. There you go. So I'm really excited because this has the new YJ Yufu 7x7. It's my first 7x7, so this should be really interesting. And this cube only comes in at around 20 to 30 Australian dollars. I'll put the present on the screen, and it's actually magnetic, even more cooler. So let's see this pamphlet. It's just on how to solve big cubes. So I'll just put that away, and the packaging is really cool. It shows a 7x7 outline. Good job, YJ. And now let's open this lovely thing up. So as I said, this is my first 7x7, so please don't judge me with my turning or TPS or finger tricks. So I believe this cube is 69 millimeters, and this just came out, so I'm pretty excited. So first turns. Whoa, this is actually really nice. The magnet strengths are really good. If I'm not mistaken, the outer layers magnets are even stronger than the Yufu 4x4m's inner layers. So that's really convenient for keeping the layers together. So the magnets are not too strong, and it's sort of a light to medium, but as we go towards the inner layers, it gets stronger. So it has a very springy sound, if you can listen. And it has a very sandy feeling at the start, of course, as with all cubes. And I'm pretty sure it has lube in there, so that's actually really nice. And when you're doing algorithms with M moves such as the H pump, it does pretty well at keeping the layers together. I'm just not turning as great since this is my first time turning a 7x7. Well, that's actually really good. So if I zoom in a bit, let's see even more. So it comfortably does one piece. Let's see 2 pieces. Oh no, I can't do 2 pieces. Let's see 1.5 pieces. So I can do 1.5 pieces forward. Now let's see reverse. I'm guessing it can't really do reverse, but that's okay. Anyway, let's get onto the next few cubes. There's a business card in there. As with all orders from Dailypuzzles.com.au. And while I'm here, don't forget to use the code JMVCubes to get a 10% off discount. It also supports me and it gives you a discount, so it's a win-win situation. Okay, let's get the biggest box of all. This is a really huge box, and it has a lot of cubes as it's nearly going to explode. So let's get my ninja star and open it up. So I'm not sure exactly what all the cubes are in here, but I'm pretty sure there's a Meilong 6x6 in here. Oh, interesting. Wrap. Let's throw that away. A 7x7 from Moyu, the Meilong 7x7 black. And I got another Qiyi Sail W. Interesting. I got a Yulong V2m. A lot of stands. I'll be needing these as I have a lot of cubes. I'm pretty sure half of these are from Moyu and half of these are from YJ, but YJ is a sub-brand of Moyu, so I guess it's all Moyu. And here's the GTS 2m. I think this is the newer version with the darker shades, so that's interesting. The Meilong 6x6, Gan Lube, and oh, it's a Meilong mirror block. I didn't know these existed. Well, as far as I know, Dailypuzzles doesn't show that they have these on their website. So that's interesting. And a whole block of business cards, which are very important. So we have here the Meilong 7x7. Let's zoom in and focus. Open up. There you go. And we have a pamphlet here. Interesting. So I've never tried any 7x7 other than this one, so this will be very interesting. Let's try it out. Well, it doesn't do that great at keeping in layers together as there are no magnets. And I believe this cube is smaller than the YJ Yufu. I believe 67mm. So let's see. Yep, the YJ is a bit bigger. So let's see the outer layers. You know what? This cube actually feels a lot like the Qiyi Sail W that's broken and lubed. Here, badly. This cube feels very clunky and crunchy. And it feels really cool. So let's test corner cutting. Okay, one piece, comfortably. That's great. Can I go 1.5 pieces? Oh no, it can't because it's just gonna lock up. Uh-oh. We have our first lock up. Oh no. So I've put the cube back together. That took a considerably long amount of time, and that was the first lock up I've had, so that's very sad. Overall, this cube feels very flexible. Well, not really flexible. It just feels that There's not much resistance when you're turning, and it doesn't hold the inner layers very well. So next we have the Qiyi Sail W, and I already have this, but that is okay. I want to compare my Qiyi Sail W broken in and out of the box. So I just reach for it. This is the broken in one, and this is the out of the box one. So let's try it. Yep, it feels and sounds very sandy. So here's the out of the box Qiyi Sail W. Sounds very papery. And here's the broken in one. It just sounds better. So turns, and here's some turns. And obviously this is much tighter, so I don't expect that much corner cutting. Nope, not even like 30. But this one, with enough breaking in and loosening, it can go up to 45 degrees. So there you go. I'll put those two away, and now let's get onto the stands. So these stands are very interesting. The YJ ones are smaller. Right, if I just look at the text, I believe this is the Moyu one because it says Moyu. Yep, this is Moyu. So let's try putting my 7x7 up there. It fits, yay. There you go. It looks like there is no cube stand at all. That's pretty cool. So let's put those away. And now let's take a look at the Meilong 6x6. So this is for a friend, so I'm just going to leave it to the side, because I already know what it feels like. If you want to see that video, you know what to do. Click that card up there. And now let's get onto the Moyu GTS 2m. And this is the first Moyu flagship 3x3 magnetic that I've tried. So I believe this one has darker shades and even better packaging. So here's the accessory box. We'll open that first. Okay, so it comes with a solving pamphlet, comes with a how to use the cube stand thingy-majig, and it shows you how to use the dual adjustment system, which is very innovative by Moyu. Good job. So it shows some pamphlets of the world record, and it also says the world record scramble. That's really interesting. And I believe it has medium magnets, correct me if I'm wrong. So let's open this thing up. These to the side, and let's try this cube. I'm very excited. Whoa. This is really nice. I think it's a bit too tight, and it does have very light magnets. So the corner cutting, I believe, is under 45. So it's just 45. I'm having a bit of trouble. So let's open it up and loosen it. Let's see corner cutting now. So 45 degrees with a bit of effort. Let's see 50. Can I do 50 or over 55? Yes, it can do 55-ish degrees. So now let's see reverse cutting. And let me just do it a bit more. So around that first line, let me just put the caps back on so I can visualize it much better. I know there's a plane passing by. Oh no. So reverse. Around that first line. And for forward, it's 55 degrees. That's really nice. Anyway, let's move on and let's see the YJ Yulong V2m. I've also heard very great things about this cube. It's one of the cheapest, or is the cheapest, magnetic 3x3, and there's another pamphlet. Let's try it out. Also, I've already tried this cube, so I already know what it feels like, and let me just tell you, it's amazing. So here it is. I'll start doing some turns, I guess. Okay, first off, it feels very sandy. Is there even lube in here? No, this is like bone dry. I'm guessing you need to put some lube in here to make it a lot better. So it feels very flexy. And the magnets are very light. It's like you can't even feel it when turning. So if you're turning at this pace, you can barely feel it. So let's see corner cutting. 40 degrees, 45. Can you go 55? Yes, it can. So let's see reverse. So it can't go until that first line. So I'm pretty sure that's all the things I've unboxed. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to see more videos like this, tell me in the comments, and I'll unbox more cubes in the future. Anyway guys, time to see some solves. So Meilong has released a new version of the GTS 2m. I don't really mind the changes, it's just better packaging and slightly darker shades. I don't mind if it's half bright, full bright, stickerless, it's all the same thing. Anyway, what I like about the cube is that it's flexible, it's fast, and it takes very little effort to turn. It's also smooth, which is great. The only thing I don't like about it is that its magnet strengths don't complement the cube's speed. I believe fast cubes should have stronger magnets so it can help with the problem of overshooting. Other than that, I don't see any other problems. Corner cutting is decent, around 50 degrees. It doesn't pop or it doesn't lock up. So the Yulong V2m is a great cube. It has great corner cutting, it's smooth, it's fast, and in short, it's awesome. The price is very deceiving. People may think it's a cheap cube, so it's bad. Well, guess what? This is an awesome cube. Some cubes, like the Yuxin Kewlll V2m, I think the Yulong is better than that. So, the only problem I can think of this cube is that its magnets are just like the GTS 2m, too weak. The cube is fast, and overshooting can be a problem, but overall I think it's great. So the Qiyi Sail W is a great budget cube. Well, not that great, it's okay for its price range. There are a lot of problems with the Qiyi Sail W. First of all, it needs a lot of break-in for it to get even better. It comes in very tight out of the box and you'll have to loosen it. And overall, this cube needs a lot of maintenance if you want it to get better. Corner cutting isn't that great, it can only do 45 or less. I don't think reverse corner cutting exists.
Now, time for the big boys.
The Yufu V2m is a great cube. First of all, it can corner cut well. Its size is... it's a bit big for my hand, 69mm. I'd like it better if it was around 67.5mm, around the same size as the X-Man Spark. So the cube doesn't have much problems. The magnet strength is finally okay. It's medium, so which is great for 7x7 since you want to keep the layers together. It can corner cut around 1.5 QBs, and you can't really do reverse corner cutting, so don't try. It won't explode in your face, it won't pop. It's just awesome. Thank you, RJ. You're a legend. For obvious reasons, I won't be solving this cube. It's just gonna take me too long. So I don't have much thoughts on this cube. It's an awesome 7x7. If you want to get one, get this one. It can corner cut around 1-ish QBs, and this cube has barely any resistance when turning, which is great, especially if you don't want your hands to get tired. So it's okay, I guess.